Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while I uploaded a sewing tutorial here. So today I'll be taking us through on how I'm going to cut and sew this gathered gown. It's an off shoulder and the sleeve will be a scrunchie sleeve. Okay, so here are the materials I'm working with. Here is my soft stay. I'll use it to infuse this velvet material because I don't need it to stretch, so I'll use it to infuse it. Anyways, it's one way stretchy, but I'll still make use of the soft stay for the velvet material, which I'll be using for the upper bodies. So here is my lining, and here is the material that I'm working with. Okay, so let's set all this aside. Here is my pattern paper that I will be drafting my basic bodies on. So, and this is my body's measurement. So my under bust is 12 inches. I'm taking off 7 inches for my off shoulder. Okay, hope we can see this. I'm taking off 7 inches for my off shoulder, and from there I'll be getting my bust point, which is 9.5 inches. My under bust is 12.5, but I'll be using 12 inches. Okay, and my half length is 16 inches plus half an inch, which is 16.5. So now I'll go ahead to impute my nipple to nipple darts, my darts for my nipple to nipple measurements. So my nipple to nipple is 7 inches, divided by 2 is 3.5, plus half an inch for the joining, so I'll be left with 4 inches. So I'm going to mark this 4 inches all through my half length measurements. So guys, I'll be dividing my dart leg. I'll be using 1.5 inches for my dart leg. So 1.5 inches divided by 2 is 0.75. So I'll be marking down 0.75 for my dart legs. Okay, I'll be marking it on my half length line and my under bust line. So at my shoulder line, which is my chest line, I'll be marking half inch for my bust tightening. Okay, for my over bust tightening, I'll be marking half inch there. So I'll be using my ruler to connect the lines together this way. So after marking out the line, here is the accurate line I'm working with. This. So now after marking it out, what next I'll be doing, I'll be imputing the quarter of my bust measurements up here, also putting it on my bust point. Done. The quarter of my waist measurements, okay, and we'll be replacing the dart intake that we took from the chest line. I'm not marking in my under bust measurements. So guys, as you can see, I'm gonna have to put in my body's measurements and add the dart allowance, and also add 1.5 sewing inch allowance for the clothes. So what next now I'm going to do here is to cut this out, okay. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut out the front pattern. As you can see, here is this for the front pattern. So now what next we're going to do is to draft out the back pattern, okay. So I'll be using these pieces of paper to draft out the pattern. So first thing is to add in my 1.5 inches for zip allowance. So this my ruler is 1.5 inches, so I'll mark it down this way. Then, for the front, I took off 7 inches for the front, 7 inches from the front. So I will do the same thing. Okay, I'll do the same thing at the back. I will take off 6.5 inches, which is 7 inches for the back as well. Then I'll later contour it. So guys, I've gone ahead to impute in my body's measurements. So like I said earlier, here is the zipper allowance, which is 1.5 inches, and here I took 1 inch for my dart intake, which is half inch, okay. So I've marked in my body's measurement here and replace the 1 inch of that and the 1.5 inches for stitching allowance. So now what next we are going to do, so now is for us to cut this out, then cut it on our fabric. I've gone ahead to cut this out. You see this dart line, I'm not going to cut it out. What I'll do is I'm going to fold it in this way from one of the dart leg, okay. Just watch what I am doing. I'll fold it in this way, then place it on the other dart leg. Alright, so this is what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so here is it. So I've closed up my dart. So I'm using my masking tape to tape this down, okay. So now I'll go ahead to cut out the back of my fabric as well. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut it on my fabric, and I'm gonna ahead to couple up everything together. So I'm fitting it on me to see the fitness, and as you all can see, this is how it is looking on me. So guys, thanks for watching to this moment. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all later.